Most of it I put back. It's hard to flip through them in here. It's dark. So I'm trying to show them best as I can. Best I can. Some of them back, maybe y'all can tell me that I shouldn't have. I like the little country. There's some little agri-good. It's in good condition, it's the biggest thing. This, I'm thinking about buying without a sleeve. So I found this generic sleeve. It is Frank Zappa. Hopefully I can find a sleeve in this mess or at their other store. But I may go ahead and buy it and look for the sleeve later. I just showed y'all the Elmore James, I think. This, y'all saw me in the video pick this one up, but this looks like a Japanese press. Isn't this the real thin paper? Evenly record. So I think I'm picking this up. This looks in bad condition. $1. Well, leaving here now. I didn't do my usual drive up. I was distracted. Didn't really plan on recording here. But we're leaving now with a couple records. And we will come back. here's the haul for this video. This was a very short trip, so I've been making them longer here lately, but this one was short. I didn't have a lot of time, and I realized I didn't have a lot of footage when I was going to put this video together, but I thought I'd throw it out anyway. It's still 10 or 15 minutes, and plus this end video, so we'll go ahead and start with what I found. First, I found Merle Haggard. That's the way love goes. So one of the newer ones, but a good song. And let's see, the vinyl looked real good. Still new looking. I didn't have that Merle one, so I figured I'd get it. No special inner sleeve, so nothing to really show there. Let's see what else we got. I found another Lou Rawls. I found one of his, one of the first ones I got not too long ago. And I kind of liked some of his stuff, so I saw this one. It was in real good condition. As you can see, the record too looked real good. Put this one back up, but yeah, this one's a real good find. There's the back. And the front again. Let's see. This one I'd been putting off for a long time, debating on whether I wanted to get it or not because of the condition. But this is the area where they're $1. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pay the $1 because I look at it every time I go in there, and I'm starting not to see that much new stuff in that store. So I went in and picked it up. Did a little sleeve repair on it, a new inner sleeve and all. And but it's not in the best condition. The vinyl's not too bad, but it is Elmore James, and I talked about it a little bit in the video. This is the great Elmore James. Has a bunch of his hits on it. You know, stuff like It Hurts Me, Gotta Find My Baby, Catfish Blues. That was one Jimi Hendrix covered too, I believe. And there's the rear, a little handwriting and stuff, as I didn't like either. People wrote on it and little, but you know, it's $1. And it actually played all the way through without really any skips, which surprised me because it's not super bad scratch, but you can see there in the light, there's a bunch of little surface scratches and a couple deep places. Not real deep though, so another reason I went ahead and took the risk. But like I said, surprisingly, I got to listen to the whole thing. A little bit of surface noise in certain areas where those scratches are concentrated that you would expect. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good find. I'd been putting it off a while, so I went ahead and got it. Then we get into some of the unique stuff. One of the last ones I found there, I already had this record. Y'all actually was with me when I found it, the American version. But I got this in because I don't see a lot of these foreign pressings in the wild, especially here in the South. I see a few. Most of them's like Germany and stuff. I want to say, at least I know my uncle was, and there was a lot of people that were maybe stationed in like a Germany area when they were in the military, so they might have purchased some music there and brought it back with them, and you get some foreign pressings. It's usually how they get back, you know, to this area. I would assume, just because I know a handful of people who have actually purchased some, brought them back with them. This one is a Taiwan pressing of the 5th Dimension. I finally got to digging through all the numbers and text and stuff on it and looking through Discogs, and I finally found it that perfectly matched this, and it was a Taiwan pressing. As you can see, a lot of the writing there and across the rear. And one of their typical foreign pressings, you know, which had the real thin paper and the thin plastic across the back too. And the actual record inside, you know, has the dual writing there too. If I can get it in the camera light. Yeah, so there that is. So I thought that was unique. And my first track on the version I have of this, the American pressing of it, skipped in a couple places. Most of the other songs played fine. And so being this was a foreign pressing, and that skipped, and it was $1, I went ahead and picked it up. And actually that track plays on this one, so I can listen to Up, Up and Away without a skip. So that's a plus too. And last but not least, this is a shout out to, you know, Tuco, the vinyl hunter. A lot of you guys probably watch his channel too. He was watching one of my earlier videos, so I happened to be where I could stop back by that store I was at a few months ago and pick up this Esquivel and his orchestra. It was still there, actually in great condition too. And when he pointed it out, I thought I might like it. So I picked it up and put it on. It's actually, this is a great album, you know, because I like a lot of the Latin stuff. More the bossa nova, but this is actually good too, more on these lines. And this was, like I said, in super condition. You know, nothing's really hurt on it. It had a tiny seam split, only about an inch or so long, that I repaired. And the vinyl looked brand new too. Basically on both sides. So shout out to him for pointing this out, and a few of you other guys who point out other stuff that I end up going back and get. I'm trying to include some of those in my video too, at least newer videos, that when I find something that I like too, that somebody pointed out that I, you know, overlooked or didn't know I liked it, they pointed it out and I went and looked it up and listened to it online, you know, and decided I liked it and said, you know, I'll pick that up next time I'm there. This was one of them, especially in the condition it was in, and it was like a couple bucks, so a great deal and find. And that's all I found on this trip. I found those first ones in that first store, and then I went back by that one store to see if this was still there and did a little bit of filming in there, and this is what I found. And that's all I have for this time. Please join me next time, and we'll see what other records we can find. So please like and subscribe below, and thanks for watching.